Yo, what's up guys, it's Danny here at TDFX, and today this is a trade, going to be breaking down a trade I took here today, Friday the 24th of January, week 4 of 2025. If you watch my previous videos, you will see, like I was saying, I'm still in a bullish bias, mainly for the fact that we saw this bullish candle close above this daily OB level, remain there, closed above the second candle, traded into that and remained above it. Third candle still stayed up there, took another trade on this day, and if you saw the previous video, you will see that I took a trade on this one. It hit stop loss at break even, but I didn't actually lose any money due to my risk management, and then price turned around in the direction we intended it to go. On this trade, like I say, still on a bullish bias. This OB has now been tested not once but twice, while prices all still remained above it. So having that bullish bias in mind, I was going on the 15-minute to look for a certain opportunity. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know now that I look for the 15-minute for opportunities to trade. So looking for the bullish bias, I'll wait for Asian session to finish. And then I got a bit too ahead of myself there. So this was like a pre-London trade. So I'm here in the UK. This was around just after 7 a.m. when this trade started to basically present itself to me. So this was the 15-minute OB I was looking at, and I was looking for price. If price came down here and traded back into this, I would go down to the 1 minute and see what kind of opportunities might surface from that. So come down to the 1 minute, price did enter around 7:10, and see, we already saw this area here. This would be the kind of thing I'll be looking for. If we had price close above that significantly and then trade back into this, I would be looking to take that trade with my stop loss around there. That would only be around literally 3.5 pips, maybe 4 pips, which is amazing in terms of the kind of risk to reward ratio you could get. So let's see what actually happened. So price traded down a fair bit. Even if price was to come and go above here and do that, that's still 6 pips. I think if it was maybe 7 pips, I would maybe consider not taking it, but anything underneath 7 pips, I would still take the trade. So price, did it break above? No, it did not. So if that closed like that, I would now be looking at this area. If price could close above this, I would also enter at that point. So price not broken above it yet. Okay, right here we can see price broke above this. Hasn't broke above this level yet, but it's broken above this one. And the fact that it closed semi-significantly above this level, I was looking for price to come back to this point, and then I'd be looking to take a trade if it came back to here. I wouldn't put my stop loss there, and I'll put it right here for about maybe 4.8 pips, 4.9, maybe 5. Let's say 4.8. So at this point, yeah, right there, price came back down, tested it, I entered, and let's see what happened. So I remember for this one, I would want to be protecting my trade. If price got around to this level, around this high, then I would protect my trade. Obviously, you want to get a bit of significant movement away from your area before you protect your trade, just to give price a little bit of room to breathe and let it do its thing, because sometimes it likes to come back, fake people out, stuff like that. So price here did rally quite significantly, but like I said, I wanted it to get here before I'd feel confident to protect my trade. And then price obviously did in fact start reversing. At this point I was thinking, should I have protected my stop in case price reverses on me? But the whole point of having discipline and good risk management is knowing that if it's not got to the level you want to protect and it does reverse, you have to be okay with the fact that price could come and hit your stop loss, which I was definitely considering that in mind. I thought it was probably going to come down and hit my stop loss, because if you look, price comes down here, makes it look like it's going to start rallying after this point, because we got some bullish railroad tracks here, and then price went bearish again and then bullish again. You're like, oh, okay, just a bit of a roller coaster here. Price is starting to go back and forth to consolidate. Then we get this very strong bearish candle that's going against me, followed by another bearish candle, and then another one. This point, well, not another one, it closed bullish. At this point I was thinking, okay, maybe it could hit my stop loss, but it didn't actually even break this low. My stop was a little bit beneath this low, but price didn't quite come back to this low yet. So that's why I was kind of just watching how price played out. Even though it looks like this was made wrong because it came back down here. It didn't actually break this low where my stop loss was. So whether you're right or wrong, it all just depends it just depends if the trade goes in your favor or not in the end. So yeah, oh wow, it actually went quite a bit further. I don't even remember. See, oh wow, it almost actually broke that low. That was very close to taking me out. That's why I was thinking maybe this trade is not going to go my way. But it did not inevitably, but price did end up turning around. Started to make right here, and you got a very strong bullish engulfing candle here that came back into our area. So I'm back in profit now. Very strong candle there. Price comes down, tests this area, and then boom, this OB level over here tests back up to that and continues to rally. So price now reached this level around about this high I was doing. So at this point, I'll protect my stop loss. Oh, that's it. Let me show you where my TP was. TP was right here above this, around about this high. So it was about a 4 risk to reward ratio, just under, depending on where your stop loss was. This trade was actually crazy. TP there, price continues to be bullish. My stop loss is down here, protecting my trade. Okay, look at that. So another OB forms here. I believe price action started to follow quite significantly in terms of higher highs and higher lows at this point. Very much significant movement there. And then back down here, price continued until it hit my TP right here for around a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. What's actually funny though, this trade was absolutely stupid and ridiculous because see, I told you I use my STD, the standard deviation. I'll say that because obviously saying STD sounds weird. But so I would do that, and then probably like cause the one there is already giving me almost a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. That was plenty for me, so I took profit right here. But the trade, it was ridiculous. So look what happens. Look at that. The bullishness was stupid, man. So if you'd put your TP there, that would have given you a 6.4. If you'd have put your TP there, that would have given you a flipping 8.77 even. But what's mad, price even continues to go past that. It's crazy, man. Look at that. The price went crazy. So even there, so that 2.5 now, that's an 11.5. That could have been an 11% trade. Obviously, I would never do this because I don't want to get greedy and you have to take the profits, because it's very rare that price rallies this much in one trade. So eventually that's a whole 13 risk to reward it ended up rallying up to, before price started to calm down and kind of chill out and reverse for the next session. So I believe it just started to fall after that a little bit. What's funny though, price, I believe, did start to reverse in New York session and go even higher. So obviously I'm way out of this trade all the way back here, like after an hour or so. I was already out of this trade and just kind of watching it happen. It was really interesting to see. But there are ways to capitalize on this thing. Maybe if you close part of your position and allow the rest to run, just to see how far it can go. But look at that, all this reversal in New York session, and then price just starts to reverse again, and then it even breaks that high that we got here and starts to rally even more, which is crazy. So yeah, that is ridiculous. And right now, at the time of recording this video, it's 8:54 p.m. The market is about to close for the weekend. Obviously trading will stop, and then we'll resume on Monday, depending on what kind of news might come out and stuff like that. Depending on the news though, I would still sometimes trade it. Sometimes it can push price in your direction, or maybe not, but depending on what's going on, sometimes it works out. But obviously you want to make sure you keep your risk management smart, and always don't risk too much per trade. I'm always risking maximum 1%. A lot of these trades probably doing less than 1%. But yeah, the risk to reward ratios have been quite significant. This week was a very, very fortunate week. Pretty much any trade I lost, I barely lost anything. Any trade that went in my favor and reversed on me, I pretty much took a break even. And then there was like three trades that were decently successful that I took profit on, and then it continued to go even past that point, which was very good. So yeah, hopefully we can get a nice decent trading week for next week, as long as the market doesn't decide to gap on us. So let's see where we're at now. currently where we are. Yeah, price is extremely bullish. All this bearish movement, which was very bearish, but this is just straight, barely even any candles, and we've got all this movement. So we've got this OB, got this daily OB here. We'll see what happens for price. This seems like it's very strong to come here, but oh, voice crack, until I think maybe this low gets broken. The fact that they still got this movement, even price coming down here, would make me still, I say if this low got broken, and in between here is where it would start to get a bit choppy, and you might start to wonder if it's bullish or bearish. This is where you have to be careful. If you are going to trade, you want to make sure you keep your risk very low, or just consider not trading at all. But if you can risk an amount that doesn't affect your account too much, maybe you might want to play around and see what happens. But yeah, until that point happens, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But for now, seeing what, by the way, price is, as long as price doesn't break, say, strongly close below these bodies here, I'm just going to consider it bullish, and I'm only going to be looking for buy opportunities on the 15-minute, either within London or New York session. But yeah, guys, I appreciate watching. If you've not seen any of my other videos, please go check them out, and please be sure to subscribe if you found this content informative or interesting or valuable. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you in the next part. Peace out.